What's up, y'all? My name is Chris. This is Gunpla, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So what's going to be going on here? We're going to be, discussing anything Gunpla related pretty much. I'm going to be doing reviews, tutorials, time lapses, freaking showcasing the Gunpla community in Spokane. It's a lot bigger than people would think. You want me to do a whole build in real time? I got you. I'll try it. There's a Gundam that you want me to do that I haven't done already. I can probably do it, but we're working on a budget over here, so you got to work with me. Just give me a little bit of time, and I still got you. I promise. We might get the occasional special guest around here. It's probably going to be a cat, but that's okay. Their presence is always loved and wanted. They don't really help much, but we love them over here. We got cats over here. Today, though, I just wanted to introduce myself. There's going to be a lot going on in the future, but today, there's going to be a little bit I'm going to be showcasing. I kind of wanted to go over premium Bandai versus a normal Bandai. What's the hype? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth all of the money and the wait that it takes to get the premium Bandais? We'll find out. I'll try and think of all the questions we can think of, and we'll answer them. So let's get to it. Whoa. So this is Jack. He likes to get all up in the business of Gundams. He likes playing with them. He likes sniffing them. You're gonna be seeing a lot of this man's right here. I can tell you that right now. All right, buddy. Let's get down. But yeah, before we really get into it, I just kind of wanted to go over what I'm drinking over here. This stuff's called Dubby. It's an energy drink I found recently. It's kind of advertised to me online. I'm sure a lot of people that get it, if you play video games, if you do all that kind of stuff, I'm sure you see advertisements for it. But I wanted to try it. I did their little partnership program. It's cool. It's not really like you get a 30% off discount when you sign up with them, which is really nice if you're looking for just, a replacement to what you're drinking right now, to a normal energy drink, especially if you drink, Monsters, all of the, big name brand ones, even the G Fuel and Ghost, like that's what I've been drinking, but I wanted to give this a try, and I can tell you it's honestly pretty good. Really limited ingredients, has really good flavor still, but nothing artificial in it. It has around, I think it's 150 milligrams of the caffeine anhydrous or whatever, however you say it, and then another 100 milligrams of coffee fruit extract. And it's nice, not jittery. You don't get a crash from it. It just is really good for when I'm going to work. It's really good for when I'm trying to do these videos or edit and stay up all night long. But this one right here is the Dub Sledge. It's like Granny Smith apple. I'm about to get that new one from their 2-year anniversary. It's like the mango orange cream. Super excited about it. I'm definitely gonna be getting that, a couple other jars here soon. But yeah, just kind of want to let you know, if you want to get yourself some Dubby, you can go ahead and follow the link. I got one in my Instagram bio. I got one in the description here of this video. But follow that link and use my code GundamC-B, and you'll get 10% off your order. But it's really worth giving it a shot. But yeah. Today to kind of break this down are going to be these guys. So here we got the F90 Gundam Unit 2. It's just the Gundam itself. There's some expansion kits that you can get for it and whatnot, but this is the only thing I got for it. But this is the model that we're going to be using for the premium Bandai. And then we're going to be comparing it to Barbatos. Is it a fair comparison? I think so. The price was about the same, if I'm correct, including shipping. I got this guy at Barnes & Noble. I got this guy through this guy right here, through Premium Bandai. So, we'll see. About the same price. I think, it was roughly 50, 60-ish bucks, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think they're really good ones to compare. Is it truly worth it? But at the same time, there's some other ones. I got this high grade one here. Got a real grade Tall Geese. It's those I really do thought they were worth it. But there's some other ones you gotta really I think ultimately it's probably subjective, but I kind of want to go through it with these two specifically. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you up close here in a little bit, but let's kind of showcase them. This is what we got here for the premium F90. See if I can get them propped up right. I ain't got stands for them at the moment. There we go. This is what we got for the Barbatos. Oh, the sand fell off. It is what it is. this guy's seen some better days. I can tell you that right now. But saying that, you know, size comparisons, pretty crazy. You know, the Barbatos has a lot bigger height, you know, everything about him, to his leg size, his weapon size. You know, it's pretty wild, and I like that out of it. It stays together really well. It stands up really well. It's not too heavy. This guy, in the same sense, you know, stands up pretty well for having, you know, the small base, you know, kind of stand with without having an actual base for it to be on. It really has a lot of mobility. The only big thing about this guy is, you know, one of the legs doesn't like to stick on it too well. But it has the opposable thumbs on it that really hold the guns in place really tightly, which is honestly really nice. It is a master grade, so, you know, this is kind of things that you expect out of it, though, truthfully, let's be real. The shield, solid shield. Overall, like, this one's pretty basic gun. There's just really nice colors on it, too. I love the purple and yellow on it. You can get an expansion kit for it that comes with, like, special yellow armor pieces. I think you get some different rifles or just some different weapons in general. So shield upgrade, too. It's really cool. Is it worth the price of it? It was pretty expensive. It was like a $30 expansion kit. I could go look it up. I'm going to, believe me that. But it's really cool, you know. It's just the thing about it is you can't get that color anywhere else with this, you know. And that's really cool, you know. It's really special because of that. Thing about the Barbatos, though, it is widely available. It is it is a master grade. You know, it's a little up there in price, not too much, but I think, you know, this Barbatos was insanely worth it for the price. And so when I'm comparing these two, it's really hard. It's just subjective. Like, this was one of my first premium Bandais that I bought off of the website. This one I got somewhere else. And then the high grade, you know, I do think the high grade one was super worth the weight and the money. It's just when I'm buying a master grade, I guess, are my expectations too high? When I have this guy, you know, he is one of my favorite builds that I've done. You know, beyond, I have the beautiful Penelope right here. I love the Penelope. And this is only a high grade. Was she an expensive high grade? Yes. But I love the Barbatos, you know. It's one of my favorite master grades that I've done. It has crazy pieces in it, from the hydraulics in every single joint that you have on it, to being able to fold its knees and legs all the way down to the kneeling position. It's got Mikazuki in the cockpit, of course. Super cool. It's got the crazy weapons on the back. And of course, you know, you got the crazy mace. The mace is insane. I love it. It's huge. The details in it are insane. It's got, you know, the separate color pieces here with the clear for the lights on the shoulders. Don't mind me with my terminologies and all that, right? I just love this. I'm very passionate about this. Don't care for the terminology. No, I take that back. That's a straight up lie. I just sometimes get it wrong. But yeah, it's hard. Is it hard to compare it? No. It's just, it was hard waiting for this for 4 months, and it didn't live up to the hype. When this one, you know, when it came out, I got it immediately. It lived up to the hype. It's an amazing build. It, you know, all around, it stays together super well. I've had this thing since it came out a few years ago, and, you know, I had it packed away since the move, and still holding up great, except for the little hand, I suppose. I need to get the hand to fit on it right. But, you know, let's break it down a little bit deeper, take some parts off, you know, get into the other things, kind of see what else the big comparisons are. Overall, truthfully, probably subjective whether or not it's worth the wait and the hype. Do you like it enough to wait that long? This guy right here didn't necessarily have to wait for it. Got it from a separate place. Kind of shocked I was able to get it from a separate place, but it, you know, this one was really cool. I can't deny it. Bust her out a little bit. I think she's still all together. Yeah, I think except for the headpiece, but, you know, it's especially, like, you know, this is a real grade. I love it. It's, for being a real grade, it, you know, wasn't entirely complex. You know, this, I would say this was, you know, fairly simple master grade to build. That one was definitely a little bit more difficult. That's for sure. There's a lot more pieces to it. You know, a lot more details, a lot more intricate with the hydraulics in it. There were some pieces down here in the feet, you know, that I lost one piece, had to makeshift something else, but was able to make it work really well. Kind of crazy, but able to make it work. You know, for a real grade, is there really any quality difference? we'll find out when I break these down, kind of take them apart, show you what they're all about. All right, got a little bit of a better camera angle, closer up view, just kind of show you guys, the big differences here in the premium Bandais versus the normal guys here. As you saw before, just right off the bat, the size difference, pretty wild. But big thing to kind of listen to here, when I pick up the guy from premium Bandai, as I move him around, it moves really nicely. Ooh, we lost the gun. It's kind of bound to happen. I didn't have the hand on there too well. But let's get it back on there. You can see that it is really nice quality, It snapped together really nicely. It is a pretty basic master grade. That's a-okay. It's just, for being a premium Bandai, I guess I was expecting more. I mean, yeah, I read the description, I saw what it was going to come with. It is what it is. I love the colors on it, super high quality, and just how it was put together, how it stands, everything else about it. Like, it does lose this leg every once in a while, but it's not too bad, for what you expect out of a master grade. I definitely got all of those aspects, but, when I'm comparing it to this guy, like, look at him. He's so much bigger. He's got so much to him. Oh, it looks like I'm missing a little piece right here. I didn't even notice that. I'm going to have to go into the box and find that guy. But it's seen some age and it's seen some years. You can see right off the bat, as I was telling before with that one, you can definitely tell a difference in quality of just the pieces that were put together and holding it together. But at the same time, look at this. It's got hydraulics literally everywhere throughout it. It's, amazing how well it works and how, it sounds like it's going to fall apart. It doesn't. That's kind of the cool thing about this guy. It's so big, has such a wide range of mobility options. Even if you are just standing it up, it just stands up really well. Like, without even trying, boom, good to go. With how much it's got into it and the things that it came with, the fact that I could just go to Barnes & Noble and buy it when it dropped, that's a big thing for me. But it's just, a couple of things, tend to pop off with the more intricate pieces. I don't know. I've had multiple premium Bandais, and they've all stayed together pretty well. All of it. The only one I would say didn't is probably the high grade that I got pretty recently too. Or actually, I guess I got it with this one too. But the high grade I got from premium Bandai, it's a high grade. It's got a lot of parts to it, really heavy parts to it too. You can see it real quick. Kind of was playing with it earlier, so it's all messed up right now, but it's really nice. It's a really good high grade. This one 100% worth waiting quite a while for, 4 to 6 months, whatever the time was. This one's really nice, and I guess, for how big of parts it has on it for a high grade and just, what it is, it stays together really well. I'm not losing pieces all the time. It does need a stand in order to be posed really in a good position in any way, but that's okay. It came with some really cool things. It came with this awesome shield, and obviously you saw that cannon on its back. The shield underneath has an electric guitar gun in it. Like, what? It's amazing. It was definitely a cool one, but when I had to wait 6 months for this, got this guy at the same time, same price, it's hard to compare it. When this guy, you got a nice little, it came with the beam rifle, love it. Classic, almost a lot of every master grade gun is going to come with that beam rifle. And then came with its shield, really cool. It's got a solid colorway, and that's I think the biggest selling point on this specific model. It can come with an expansion kit that you have to purchase, obviously, but you have to get it through premium Bandai for $30-$40, whatever the price was. It's cool. Comes with, more armor, like yellow armor pieces, like a shield upgrade, a couple other things. While this one, yes, you can get an expansion kit for it. And let me say, it's a lot more worth the money. It's the Lupus Rex expansion kit, so it comes with the tail. It comes with the new, comes with this newer mace thing where it opens up and grabs and holds on to people or pieces. It has a lot to it, but right out from what I got in this model is amazing. I got the mace, my favorite weapon that it came with. It's got its good old sword.
Doesn't want to focus on it, of course, but that's all good. And then, let's see here. Came with the big old rifle that I gotta get together. All right. Look at that. Pops over the shoulder. Love it. It's, super crazy. This thing came with a lot of things, and even the backpack that it has on it, it's super it pays such close attention to detail, straight from the anime. If you ever watched the Iron-Blooded Orphans, it's one of my favorite Gundams that we've had to this date, honestly, beyond like the Destiny and the Seed series and all that fun stuff. I would say that Gundam series is one of my favorites for sure. But you can see it just came with so much more, and for the same price when I can go pick it up and it was readily available. It didn't sell out immediately. I went and got it within the first couple of days, but that's saying a lot when I had to wait 6 months for this one. Yes, like I said, kind of before we started breaking it down, it is pretty subjective though. When it came down to it, I would have personally rather spent $60 over at my favorite, spot, the comic book shop. Like, I could have gotten something really cool there. I maybe even could have gotten the second part of my Penelope set. It is what it is. You live and you learn. I do like the high grade that I got with it, but you just got to kind of look into it, see if you really think it's going to be worth it. Like, if you like it enough to wait 4 to 6 months and pay that money for it, then heck yeah, it's worth it. But if you're in a pinch and you want to build something right now, you can find some really cool models and Gunpla models out there, or just Gunpla models out there that you don't have to wait for. You can just go up and buy it and build it whenever you're ready, and I think that's a big piece of this right now. Yeah.
All right, and so that pretty much does it for the premium Bandai versus the normal Bandai debate. When it comes down to it, I guess when I'm comparing these two models, Barbatos wins any day of the week. That, I didn't have to wait 4 to 6 months for it. Same price, so worth the money. It came with so much stuff. It's just a really nice build. I love it. I love this premium one. Don't get me wrong, it was a good one. But for what I'm really expecting out of premium Bandai, expecting a little bit more than just a single, just separate color change. I really wanted a lot more. It would have been awesome. I guess if the expansion kit that they released afterwards probably would have made it a little bit more worth it for me. This debate would be probably different right now, but it is what it is. I'm sure I'm going to buy some more off of there. They always have really cool events going on where they have crazy clear models or just Trans Am models, whatever the case is, but there's definitely good ones on there. It's just I probably should have done a little bit more due diligence. I probably would have preferred to get something else in that time, but it is A-okay. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Gundam C-B. We're going to be going over so much more in the future. I'm going to be taking you to my favorite Gundam stores so we can get the next model to build. I got so many more to go over right now. I think really the next thing, though, that I'm going to be going over... Oh, Barbatos went down. That's all good. I think might do a little unboxing of this guy right here. A little bit of an older one, but boy, this is going to be a fun model. It is the full destroy mode. It's got everything that it needs to come with, and for being a high grade, it's going to be awesome. Am I going to film the whole build? We'll see. It's going to probably be pretty big, but I'm definitely going to make sure I get the key highlights in it. If I run into any big problems, whatever the case is, I'm going to make sure it's covered and highlighted. Don't you worry, but this right here is what we're going to be looking forward to next. Thank you all for coming in, tuning in to Gundam C-B. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely don't forget to hit subscribe so you can tune in, be ready for the next video. I'm going to be trying to do this pretty much weekly, and then who knows, try and get this going on to 2 times a week. Whatever it is, this is just the beginning of something really amazing. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it.